2009, 18 years old, working as a pizza boy. 4 times a week we get orders from one particular address. The other older pizza boys call her the creepy deaf bitch. I'll be a language expert, so I can already do some basic ASL signs, please, thank you, me, you, sorry, okay, no, etc. One day I get a ticket for her address. Medium pizza, Diet Coke, potato skins. Excited to try out some ASL on a real deaf girl. Roll up to her house, knock on the door. Hear loud thumping on hardwood floor. Door flies open. Skinny as fuck woman, greasy as fuck hair, dead skin all over her face. House smelled fucking horrible. Stains all over her clothes, and I mean all over. Hand over the food, she takes it and puts it inside, then shoves $15 at me. Count it up, then sign, thank you, bye. Her eyes lit up and she signed, you signed? A little, bye. From that day forward, on her special instructions, she always asked for the blonde one to deliver and would tip pretty well. Whenever I delivered, she would try and come to get me to come in, but I couldn't because I was on the job. All the pizza boys kept saying that I was going in there to fuck her on top of the pizza or something. Doesn't matter. Keep delivering anyways. A few months roll by, and one Friday night she's my last delivery. Boss had to take it and bring the money and slip in next morning because it's a 30-minute round trip and he wanted to close up early. Whatever, fine. Medium meatball pizza, potato skin, Diet Coke. Zip over to her house, knock on the door, and she opens up. She looks like she's showered for a change. Good for you, lady. Hand her food over. $15 in return. She signs, hello, Anon. How are you? Okay, last delivery. Going home, so very good. Tired. She smiles, I have coffee. Would you like coffee? Thought she'd bring it to the door, so I said, sure. Great, come in, I'll make coffee. Well, fuck. Technically off work, might as well. Fall inside, she leads me into the den. Her mom, maybe, is asleep on the couch. Cats everywhere. Must have counted at least 6. Fucking reeks. I think I know where the smell is coming from now. Furry little piss machines. She comes back with coffee and sets it down on the table. Then opens up her pizza. Want one? No, thank you. Thank you. Not another sign for coffee, just point to it. She smiles and points to the cup and signs coffee. Right, okay. Where do you live? Far from here. Spell out town name. Wow, you deliver all the way here? Yeah, I travel a long way for work. Talk like this for a while, basic sentences, kind of creepy vibe really. Just some old lady snoring away in an otherwise completely silent room. No TV, no radio, but a shitload of old books and a laptop straight out of 2001. If they're this poor, why is she ordering pizza so much? Finish up coffee. She finishes half the pizza, then closes the box. Takes the cup and goes into the kitchen, comes back. Pull out phone to check the time/messages. She picks up her phone and signs, can we message? Hesitate, but fuck it. She's probably just lonely, and she seems like a nice person, I guess, whatever. She sent me back a text, and I'd saved her number on my phone. The box only has her last name. I don't think she ever told me her name. Did she? She taps my shoulder and spells out Lydia. Oh, Lydia. That's a nice name. Thank you, Anon. Your name is nice. Cat allergies start flaring. Take it as my cue to leave. I'll have to get going. It'll be past midnight before I get back. Thanks for the coffee, though. No problem. I'll message you. Grab helmet and gloves, say bye at the door, and go home. Get in. Can still smell the house on me, and my eyes are stinging due to cat allergies. Strip and throw clothes into the hamper. Take a shower. Come out, look at phone. 5 new messages, all from Lydia. Oh, shit, okay. Pretty much all of them are, thanks for stopping by. It was nice to hang out with someone for a change. Thanks for your number, too. Sorry if my mom was weird. She likes to sleep on the sofa. Sorry if you were uncomfortable. Sorry if our house was strange. Usually looks better, but it's been a busy week, etc. Too tired. I'll message back tomorrow. Wake up. 1 new message. Good morning, Anon. Sent 5 a.m. Well, okay. Message back, good morning. Sorry not to split the house stuff. It was nice to offer me a coffee after my shift ended. Then we entered the getting to know you phase, which kind of feels like friendly interrogation. I'm reading a book at the moment. Do you read books? I like to play online chess. Do you play chess? What other games do you play? I'm making pasta salad for my mom and me. Do you like pasta? Do you always ride a bike, or is that just for work? I've always wanted to know how you know signs. Do you have a deaf family member? Etc. Tell myself, she just seems lonely and is probably just not used to talking to people. It's not a big deal. She's probably just excited. Answer her questions. Fire back some at her to keep the convo going, so it seems like less of a one-sided interrogation. This keeps up all day, and I established that. She plays chess a lot. She reads books a lot. Pretty much sticks to Italian cuisine. She doesn't drive, and neither does her mom, so getting around is hard/expensive as she lives in the sticks. She's doing a distance learning course. She likes watching DVDs with subs. Her cat's names are all named human names. Didn't have the heart to tell her I'm super allergic to cats. Didn't seem relevant to tell her that, and didn't want to make her feel bad that I spent 2 hours filling my lungs with cat hair and spent the remainder of the evening rubbing my eyes. I've never been on a bike before. Do you have other passengers besides pizza? Yes, rarely. That's really cool. I'd like to do that someday. Thought nothing of it. This week rolls by. I deliver pizza to her on the Thursday, and she tried on my helmet. Her hair was greasy again, but whatever, it's a helmet. Saturday rolls around. I deliver her the usual. She asks if I want to come in again. Sorry, I gotta go back to work. Maybe next time. She looks disappointed, but sounds okay. See you next time, Anon. Go back to Pizza House. Other guys giving me the, check it out, the pizza gigolo's back. Check his dick for grease. Go sit on the delivery bench and whip out the phone. Want to come around after your shift ends? Oh, fuck, not really. Don't want to reek of cat piss and get itchy eyes again, but if I go home at 10, I'll just go to bed and it's Saturday. Better idea. I was planning to go straight home after work, but if you want to, we can go for a ride. Almost immediate. Yes, oh my god, that sounds great. Except, probably sounded more feminine than that. Well, shit, okay. Finish shift, ride back to her place. She comes out a long dress and nothing else. Sorry, wrong clothes. You'll get cold. Sorry, I'll be a few minutes. Comes out in sweater and jeans. Give her my helmet and jacket. She comes off and I want her dying. Before we get on, I take her through the rules. Get on the back, pull your feet up, wrap your arms around my waist strong. Do not lean either way, I'll balance. If you get scared, just shout and I'll stop. I got on, she got on. Feel her leg on the back of my thigh. She wrapped her arms around my waist. Decided to go to 7-Eleven so we can get soda. It's a 30-minute round trip, so it's fairly short for a new rider. Start off slow. I can hear her nervous giggling as she wraps her hands in extra tight as I open the throttle. I can feel her heavy breathing. Roads are nice and empty. Just a nice, chill cruise to the 7-Eleven. Park up. Put my thumb up to let her know she can get off. Dismount. She's literally jumping up and down, giggling. Smile. Take the helmet off. Signing so fast I can't make heads or tails what she's trying to say. Did you like it? Yes. Yes. Was it scary? A little bit. It was fun. Thank you. Want to get a drink with me? Yes. Go in. Grab Cokes and some chocolate. Sit outside on the bench and drink up. Talk to her about how the ride was. She loved it, apparently. She said it was the most exciting thing she's done in years. Well, that was going 25. Chill out for a good half hour, a nice, warm summer night. Getting towards 11:30, it's about time to head back. Tell her it's time to go and hand her my helmet. She puts it on. We have another chilled out ride back, right up to her house and turn the bike off. She takes the helmet off and puts it on the handlebar. Thank you, that was really fun. You want to come in? Sorry, I need to go home. It was fun. Thanks for coming. Okay, I'll text you. Bye, Anon. Bye, Lydia. Head home. This sort of Saturday night ride became a regular thing for a couple of months. We'd go to the 7-Eleven, the park, the local tavern with the pool table. Always just old people drinking beer at the bar watching TV. I didn't care that I was under 21 because I never tried to order alcohol. Lydia didn't either. We just drank Cokes and played pool. The friendship seems solid, and it's nice to do something other than go straight home and play the video after work. Almost feels like I'm living the normal teenage experience. Her mom wasn't deaf, just old, like mid-60s old. I got to speak to her a few times over the months when she came outside to say hello. She's very fat and doesn't move well. Tells me it's great that we're friends and she seems happier and all that. One Saturday I've got the night off and she texts me to see if I'm working. I tell her no. She asks if I want to go out and get dinner with her instead. Fuck it, okay. Ask what she has in mind. What about a steak? Sure, I know we can go. I'll come by around 5. We go to a steakhouse and get steak and fries each. We talk and joke while we eat. Same old, same old. She asked what I'd like to do after dinner. I don't know. Figured I'd drop you off and go home. You could watch a DVD if you want. Think for a sec. That meant either going to the cinema, which, God, I hate the cinema, or going to hers, which, my fucking eyes, or my house. She's never been to my house. I've known her for a few months. My parents don't want to hang out with her and just come up in conversation a few times. So, it's okay if I call ahead and let them know I'm bringing a friend over. You could watch a movie. Want to go to my house? I'll have to ask my mom first, so that'd be great. Okay, I'll go call. Go to the bathroom, call my mom. Mom gives a go ahead. Finish up, ride back to my house. Mom greets us at the door and takes her coat. Interpret Mom's niceties for her. After the pleasantries have been exchanged, we go to the basement/game room. No, I'm not a rich fag. It's basically just an unfinished basement with a big old Reed projection TV we got for cheap, an Xbox and sofa. Pull out the box of DVDs and ask her to pick one. She flicks through the titles until she sees The Pianist. Fucking Adrian Brody. Okay, fine. Feeling cozy, subs are on, eating chips and drinking Cokes, watching handsome man Adrian Brody see Poland get ravaged during World War II. We're watching, she gets sucked into the movie and is watching pretty intensely. I find it okay, but not particularly gripping or anything. She tears up at some of the more dramatic scenes, like when the Nazis decide to burn Warsaw to the ground. At the end of the movie, she takes a minute to reflect on it all and then turns to me. I heard it was a good movie, but that was... wow. Yeah, it's really sad. Most war movies are like that, though. She nods. I don't like movies that make me feel bad. I wouldn't have watched that alone. Too bad. Me too. I prefer comedies. Can we watch another? Something happy? Look at phone. 11:34. It's getting a little late. It's Saturday, so it's okay for me, but won't your mom worry? She thought for a moment. No, I think she'll be okay. Should I call and make sure? I feel bad if she worried. Okay. She pulled out her phone and showed me her house number. I called her and told her mom we were at my place watching movies and that Lydia wanted to stick around and watch another and offered to let her sleep over on the sofa. My mom wouldn't really mind. Got the okay. Told Lydia she was cool with it and watched TV for a little, then put another movie in. Eventually 3 a.m. rolls around and I'm pretty beat. Look over and Lydia's already asleep. Decide to stay put and just turn the TV and all but one dim lamp off. Fall asleep. Wake up around 8 a.m. Look over. Lydia's still fast asleep. Decide I better start the day as she'll need to go home pretty soon after waking up. Head upstairs, quickly shit and shower, get dressed, head back down. She's shifted around but is still asleep. Go into the kitchen and grab 2 cups of coffee from the coffee machine. Mom stands at the doorway. So, didn't hear you leave and come back. Did she stay over? Yes. Mom gives that look and giggles as she walks away. Ignore it. Head back down. Put the coffee on the coffee table, turn on the TV, and switch to the news. Watch the news for 30 minutes, and Lydia stirs. Take a moment to realize where she is, then looks over at me. Good morning. Coffee, I sign. Pointing to the cup on the table. Good morning, Anna, and she signs back. She takes a sip and then settles back down to the sofa and pulls the blanket back around herself. Guess it's not time to get up yet. Keep watching the news. Look over at her every so often. An hour goes by, kind of getting bored watching TV. Look over, no change. Fuck, I think she's nested. Decide to go and get more enticing bait. Go and make a few slices of Nutella toast and replace the coffee. Not sure whether that's what did it or not, but she does stir and look over. For me? She signs. Yes, I sign back. She smiles and takes the plate and starts eating. Guess they do eat breakfast in their house. After munching down the toast, I grab my gear and then we get on the bike and I take her home. At her house, she hops off the bike and gives the jacket and helmet back and signs, I haven't had so much fun in a long time. Thank you so much. No problem, it was really fun. I sign back. She gives me a quick hug. I start the bike and wave, then I head off to get chores done before work. Do just that. Go home, get chores done, go to work. Lydia texts me during this time, very excited to watch a movie together, and starts asking what other kinds of movies we could watch. Of course, the matter of when the next time comes up. I usually just accept whatever hours I can work because money's great. Look at schedule. Not on Saturday. Next Friday night or Saturday. I finish at 10 p.m. Lydia agrees and the rest of the week goes by as normal. Deliver to her on Wednesday and say hi and text her in the meantime. Friday finally rolls around and I pick up after my shift ends. We go back to my place and watch Down Periscope. Fucking funny movie if you've never seen it, by the way. During the movie, she smiles and taps my shoulder. She pulls a small bottle of peppermint schnapps out of her bag. Would you like to put some in your drink? Sure, thanks. Well, this is a nice treat. We didn't really have a liquor cabinet as my mom likes hard cider and wine. She's never a fan of spirits. Drink the peppermint Coke, get cozy, watch Kelsey Grammer command a submarine. After the movie, we put the news on and chill. She's not drunk, but Lydia's a little buzzed. She taps me on the shoulder and signs, I hope we can always do this. I'm really happy getting to be here with you. Oh shit. Okay, cool. Thanks. It's fun to hang out with you too. You're my best friend. Getting a little serious, but okay. You're my only friend. I don't know if you noticed that, but I'm not, shit, what's the word? Spell it out. Popular. I shrug and smile. She giggles and signs, I have online friends, but I know what you mean. I'm like you. Yeah, I've got friends online too. I had friends in school, but they went to college. She pulls a sullen face all of a sudden and nods to herself. I'm doing distance degree. It's easier for me. She pointed at her ears and smirked. Will you go to college next year? I don't really know. Still not sure what I want to do. She smiled and poured out some more schnapps. I know that feeling too. I'm doing pre-law. You mentioned that. I think that's pretty cool. You mean boring, she signs, tapping out the word on her hand sluggishly. Not really. I think it's cool. Probably not smart enough for it though. I'm no genius. If I can do law, you could too if you wanted to. I can show you my work sometime if you're interested. It's really not as hard as you'd think. That'd be cool. Getting a little fast with the schnapps, aren't you? She took her head. It's okay. It's not very strong if it's mixed. All the same, I kind of took it upon myself to slow the booze train down a little by taking shorter and fewer sips. We had Comedy Central on and so I just watched it for a while. 1:30 a.m. Better check to see if she wants to go home. Ask her. She looks a little disappointed. Do you want me to go? It's up to you. I'll call your mom and tell her you're stopping over again if you're too tired. No, I already told her I'd be back tomorrow. Okay, a little presumptuous, but not a big deal. Okay then, I'll get you some blankets. You're going up? Yeah, going to bed. She sat and thought for a moment. Can I come too? What? Not JPEG? Maybe. I'm sure I could find some old clothes if you want. She nodded and we cleaned up. Then went up to my room. Went to my closet and got an old t-shirt and some boxers she could use as bed shorts. I'm going to go wash. I'll get a new brush out for you. I went and washed up. She got changed in my closet. Then she washed up and I put my bed shorts and shirt on. I set up the end of the bed so we could sleep head to toe. Figured it'd be best to avoid anything too weird. Kind of thought I might be overdoing it, but safer than just assuming she'd be cool with spooning. She came back and we got in and went to sleep. Wake up. She'd moved. Lydia had moved in the night, probably got up to go to the bathroom. Instead of head to toe, we were now head to arm in a spooning position. I didn't really mind. In fact, I thought I'd been overly cautious with the head to toe thing because I didn't want her to think I was trying to indirectly get fresh. The thought probably shifted because it's warmer this way. First time being this close to any girl ever, though, so naturally I was a little out of my depth. Probably would have enjoyed it more if her head wasn't directly on top of my bicep. I'd woken up because the pins and needles in the arm she was on had reached its breaking point. I was to the point where I was trying to move my fingers and couldn't. Surprising how a small, skinny girl could put enough pressure on my arm to cause this. So I had to move my arm nice and quick in one smooth motion. Press my other hand down behind her neck to create a pocket I could use to drag my arm through. What the fuck? Use my body to maneuver the dead arm into that pocket and slide it out. She started a little in doing this, but it worked. The dead arm hurt like hell as the feeling started to return. Used my other hand to manually move my fingers and wrist to get the blood flow back until I could do it solo with the dead arm. It was only around 7:30 a.m. and the daybreak light from outside was coming through my windows. There's probably no chance of me getting back to sleep at this point. Too awake, and I'd probably just be up at 8 anyways. Figured I'd take a quick shower while she was asleep. Gently got out of bed and went to the bathroom, hopped in the shower. In the shower, I thought about my current situation. Part of me thought that maybe she just wasn't socially savvy and maybe the whole repositioning was just because I put my foot in her face while I was asleep and she moved to avoid it. I don't know. Another path of me thought maybe it was intentional. The possibility certainly exists. I mean, over the past few months we've gotten pretty close. And again, maybe she was just cold. We are in October now and the house gets pretty cold at night. Thoughts like this sort of swirled around in my head for a while. I've never really had much to do with girls throughout my life, apart from one female cousin, and I saw her maybe once a year when I was much younger. And I started questioning my own feelings. I'm not one to kid myself, but I thought about it, and honestly, I didn't feel very strongly about her. She's a friend who has sort of emboldened herself recently and has boundary issues maybe, but she's a nice person. Isn't just like me to take the initiative and possibly overcomplicate the first real friendship I've had in years. Ultimately decided this train of thought was going nowhere and that I was just overanalyzing and working myself up over nothing. With that, I turned off the shower, dried myself and wrapped the towel around my waist. I gently opened the door to the room. Lydia hasn't moved, so it was safe to assume she was still asleep. I went in and started digging around in my closet for clothes and found an outfit. After getting dressed, I switched my PC on and browsed the internet for a while. A little while later, Lydia sat up and I turned around. "Morning," she signed, half asleep, trying to brush the hair out of her face. "Morning," I signed back. "Sleep good?" She thought for a moment. "Yes, you snore." "How could you tell?" "Vibrations." "Did it bother you?" "No." She sat and thought again and smiled. "It was nice. Different." I smiled and signed back, "Okay." "It's still early. Wanna go down and watch TV?" She signed okay and got out of bed and headed straight for the bathroom. Afterwards, we headed down, made some toast, and went to the basement and put the TV on. As she sat eating her toast, she signed to me. "How come you're dressed early?" Showered. She leaned in, then sat back again. "Smells nice." "Yeah. You always smell good." Riding gear makes me sweat, so I end up showering often." She sat for a moment eating her toast. "Do I smell bad?" "Oh, she sometimes smells, and the dead skin and greasy hair is a dead giveaway that she doesn't wash often, but it's not always the case, and when we go out, she usually cleans up. But I didn't want to hurt her feelings, so I answered with, "You smell like a girl." She laughed. That's not an answer. "But it's true. I'm deaf, not stupid. I know I smell right now. I can't smell you." You couldn't smell me in bed? Yes, you smelled like a girl there too. She laughed again and shook her head. You're a bad liar, Anon. Why would I lie? Because you're nice. Not that nice, I said before picking up her toast and taking a big bite out of it. She got up and reached for the toast as I raised my arm up. Then as I swiveled my body around to face her and steady myself to raise my arm higher, she pushed me and used my arm to pull herself up. She didn't really have any sense of boundaries, that's for sure. Seems she was more than comfortable. And it's harsh to say, but I was lying about the smell. Her boobs were pressed to my face and they smelled very sweaty, and I know it wasn't the shirt that was clean. She tore the toast out of my fingers, leaving the corner of the slice still in my fingers, and put it in her mouth. And while giggling, pushed her armpit down on my head, laughing loudly. I'll admit it was a little overwhelming to have a girl roughing me, going from no physical contact in ages to some, then a lot. Aggressively was a little much, but she decided she seemed to be having loads of fun. I tapped the side of the sofa, signaling I'd given up, and she released her grip from around my head. Then she did something I never thought I'd hear. She leaned close to my ear and in the quietest, tiniest voice said, "Dowd you." Sorry, I didn't make it clear. She said, "told you." The gravity of her speaking was immense. You have to realize that I'd spent months around her. Yeah, sorry about blue balling you guys like that, but I kind of had to do it. This is actually part 1 of 3 because this project took way longer than I thought it would. I pictured it just being kind of like a quick 30-minute in and out recording session, but it took like an hour by the time I finished it. So if you want to hear me read the rest of it as soon as it comes out, go ahead and subscribe because, there's going to be more coming soon, obviously. But if you're interested in comedy, check out some of my other videos. I have a new series coming out called Twitter News Network where I make fun of the steaming pile of dog shit that progressive Twitter is. Here's a sneak peek of what the first episode is going to look like. Taking them away from these third world countries is such a tool of white supremacy. You can't make up for the loss of culture through the comforts of the first world. These third world countries are just oozing with culture. It's even in the water. How can you trade basket weaving and didgeridoo playing for air conditioning and gluten-free bread? To prove our point, we go on to our definitely female on-field reporter, Diane Snipcox. Diane, what's it look like in Somalia?